Hello, this is Mr. Wynn. Today's lesson is a quick review on solving for x. It is very important because every day in Algebra 2 we'll basically be solving. If you can't do this, you're going to struggle, so please ask questions. If you need help, get it soon before everything piles up and becomes too much for y'all. So, some general information. The goal is to always get the variable by itself. It is not always x. It could be y, m, k, n, whatever letter they use. When you're expanding, we use PEMDAS. If you remember, that was parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, and then add or subtract from left to right. Now, when we're solving, we undo PEMDAS. So we're going to go backwards. And we'll be solving a lot again. So here are the steps on the next slide. So the steps to solve a variable, I call it step 0. It's prepare the problem by distributing or combining like terms if possible. And you keep both sides separate. A lot of kids combine terms on both sides at once and they mess up. Then we're going to get the variable to one side. If it's on both sides, you move it to one side. And then we're going to add or subtract first, multiply and divide last. So those are steps 2 and 3. In the future, so not now, we will have step 4 where we undo any grouping symbols we couldn't take care of before in step 0, and then we're going to repeat steps 2 and 3 if necessary. But for now, we're only going to do 0, 1, 2, and 3. So here's the first example. So the problem, first I'm going to have to distribute the left side. So this 3 is going to multiply into x and 5. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 5 is positive 15, equals 33. All right. Now I'm going to do step 1, because my problem set up. Step 1 was, look at the very one side, it's started on the left side, so we can skip that. Step 2 is add or subtract first, so I need to move that 15. I should not be moving that 33. When you change sides, you do the opposite operation. So I'm going to subtract 15 both sides. This cancels out to 0. My left side is just 3x. My right side is 33 minus 15, which is 18. All right, so I did add subtract. Then the third step was multiply divide last. Well, since this was 3 times x, the opposite is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 cancels out. All that's left on this left side is a single x. The right side, 18 divided by 3 is 6. That is our answer. So this was a 1, 2, 3 step problem. Distribute, subtract, divide. And of course you can check by plugging it back into the original problem. You don't have to, but it's recommended. If you put in for x, 6 plus 5, well, I'll do inside parentheses first. So 6 plus 5 is 11. And then 3 times 11 is 33. Notice that both sides are the same. So that is good. It checked out correctly. If one side was different than the other side, then we messed up. It was wrong. Example 2, prepare the problem. There's no distributing because there's no parentheses, but there is combine like terms. So I'm going to keep this separate. I'm going to draw a line here so we don't mix it up. On the left side, I have a lot of m's and numbers without m's, so I'm going to combine them. So 2m, that's positive 2m, plus 5m. So positive and positive makes them bigger positive. 2 plus 5 is 7m. And negative 3 minus 7, that's 2 negatives. When you subtract this from negative, it gets smaller, so it's negative 10. That is my left side. My right side, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to do the m's first. Letters usually go first, so positive 4m, negative 4m, that makes 0m. You could write 0m, but if it's 0, you don't have to write it. But 23 is positive 23, positive 6 makes positive 29. So here's where we're at now. Now it's kind of like that last problem. So letter on one side, m's on the left, we're good. Add or subtract first. Well, I'm trying to get m by itself, so I need to move that 10 first. So the opposite of minus 10 is plus 10. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. That cancels. My left side is just 7m equals right side is 39. And last is divide or multiply. In this case, is divide. It's usually going to be divide last. Opposite of 7 times m is division. So divide both sides by 7. Now this is a fraction. We'll have fractions and decimals all the time in the class. If it's the exact decimal, use it. If it's a repeating decimal, we keep the fraction. Fractions are a lot better than decimals. So m equals 39 over 7. Example 3, we're going to prepare the problem. There are a lot of parentheses. So first, let's distribute. Remember, this number is going to multiply everything inside the parentheses next to it. So positive 4 times positive 2y is 8y. Positive 4 times positive 3 is positive 12. Here's where a lot of kids mess up. When you distribute this next one, this is a negative 6. So make sure you keep that sign with it. So negative 6 times positive 2y is negative 12y. Negative 6 times negative 5 is positive 30. equals, and for this side, distribute this 3. Positive 3 times positive 2y is 6y. Positive 3 times positive 4 is positive 12. Alright, so we did the distributing part. We can still combine terms, so we're still technically on step 0. So treat each side separately. You can draw the line if you want, you don't have to. But I'll combine the y's first. So I have positive 8y, and negative 12y. So positive 8 minus 12 is negative 4y. We have this number positive 12 and positive 30, so we're adding them. That's positive 42. That is my left side. On my right side, there's nothing to combine. One has a letter, one doesn't have a letter. They have to have the same ending to combine, so they're not like terms. We keep it like this. All right. Now step 1 is the variable one side. I see there's a negative 4y on the left and a positive 6y on the right. We generally like moving the smaller number. So negative 4 is smaller than positive 6. So I'm going to move that 4y to the right side. So opposite of negative 4y is positive 4y. So this cancels out. This side is just 42. And 6y plus 4y is 10y. And 12 is still there. So now the letters on one side, we go to step 2. Remember, add and subtract first, multiply and divide last. We're going to move this 12 by subtracting it to both sides. This cancels. The left side is 30 equals, right side is 10y. Now in step 3, multiply or divide last. Again, usually you divide. So divide both sides by 10. Y equals 3. So 3 equals y. You can switch that and write y equals 3. Most people like the letter first. It's fine. And we could check if you want. So let me do this in my head real fast. If I plug in 3 here, that's 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36 is the first parentheses. Then see this one here. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 5 is 1. 1 times negative 6 is minus 6. It's easy. On the right side, we have 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. On the left side, 36 minus 6 is 30. 30 equals 30. We have a true statement. We're good. So our answer is y equals 3. All right, here's a practice problem. Try it on your own. There's the answer. If you can get it, you should be good. Again, we have fractions and decimals in this class. Get used to using both. For a fraction, you just multiply by the top number, divide by the bottom number. Or you could turn to decimal, but try to get used to using fractions as they are. Again, this is Mr. Wynn. Thanks for watching. See you in class. Bye.